I asked Black Navy rings and they gave them to me. The last time I got only one ring, and now I have them in plenty. My favorite wig. This time I'm not gonna unpack it because I already have Legion stand, care guide, and here she goes. Divergence, Black Navy Cybershell. Oh my girl, you are finally home. She had a very hard and long time at the customs. And she's here. Oh my god. Isn't she gorgeous? I adore black navy skin tone and any darker tones with cybershell marks. It's just something that makes me wild. I don't want to put her wig on because it was extremely hard with Legion. So I'm gonna take red wig from Relentless and dress my new girl up because it's a bit cold here. And we'll come back. And also I want to try my shilling's head on this body. Her cybershell marks are totally awesome. I love them so much. I made shilling's head as close as possible to black navy. Well, it looks very similar, but still a different tone. I love how it looks like. I'm afraid before Cortex 2 release, Shilling will be borrowing this body quite a lot. I know that her wig suits her much more, and I think she will be wearing white wig when it will be done. I was in favor of Gods of Random. I have Be Seen with Smart Doll carry bag, which is very nice because previous was Keep Calm and Carry Smart Doll. Hi guys, I wanted to share with you a story about this girl and, whine a bit. I was interested in Cybershell body since I saw promo pic of Legion in Instagram wearing a Cybershell body, and I was kinda obsessed with having her in cinnamon with dark brown marks. But she was only in the stage of development at that time, so I kinda decided to search for another smart doll. So when I found Relentless, she was like perfect match for my needs. She had an anime sculpt, and I found out that I like dark skin tones of smart dolls a lot, like almost every dark skin doll from smart dolls I wanted somehow because they are kind of radiant, or I don't know, maybe they remind me of chocolate. And she had this golden mark on her face and she was so beautiful and the red haired, and I was just in love with her. But it felt something incomplete because she had marks on her face and didn't have marks over her body. And you could notice on my pics and videos that she wears medium cyber boost because it somehow completes her face marks for me. But I actually thought that it would be awesome for her to have a Cybershell body. But the only way you can get a smart doll body is by buying a smart doll. I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable with this idea of buying another doll just to take the head off and throw it away and so on. Also, they're quite expensive, and I was kind of walking around for several weeks thinking, well, how can I make a body for a smart doll? Maybe I need to cast it somehow, make a mold. Because I make clothes for dolls, and when you are making something, you don't want to lose the whole wardrobe and make it all over again if your measurements of the body aren't correct. That was the moment when I knew that to make a body for a smart doll, I need to learn 3D modeling. And several things combined, I saw sketches of Cortex 2 provided by Danny, and I saw a costume in the game in some tribal fusion style, and boom, the idea just flashed in my mind. Relentless wearing a new Cybershell body in this tribal costume and so on. And that was the moment when I decided to have Relentless and got the idea of making her a new body by the code name Eclipse. Time went on and Legion was released with a Cybershell body just once. You know, once. You can imagine that. I was patient and I was waiting when she will be released. And time passed by, Cyberglow Legion appeared, and I kind of missed her. And one day, Danny just wrote that by dropping another doll with Cybershell in cinnamon with dark brown marks, that this will be the last doll with such combination. When this news came out, I was kind of stalking for drops for 4 months at nights because we have time difference, different time zones with Japan. And I was completely killed by this news. I simply blowed into comments like, what? Why? How? And I was crushed. I was crushed by this news because I really like two types of Cybershell bodies from Smart Dolls. It's cinnamon, dark brown, and darker skin with golden marks, especially. And while I was waiting for Legion, this girl was tempting me a lot. And I was like, every time, like, maybe Divergence. I'm like, maybe Divergence. It's so cool. Like, look at her. It's completely awesome. This combination just kills me. Her skin tone with golden marks. I still liked Legion more than Divergence, despite the fact that I don't see a big difference in them. So she was tempting, but I kind of hold on, you know. And when it became obvious that there will be no Cybershell Cinnamon Legion anymore for me, because I didn't like violet metallic marks on cinnamon bodies and then tea as well. I just don't like this combination. Like, even blue or silver marks would be much better for me. When it became obvious that there's no reason of waiting for Cybershell to Legion in cinnamon, I just got this girl and I'm completely happy about it because she's just simply gorgeous. Legion, one of the dolls that I would say to those girls was my love from the first sight, and there is simply no other doll from Smart Dolls which touched me that much. Before Legion's release, I already had this idea in mind of making her a new cyber body, and the code name Icarus. I was so obsessed by getting Cybershell Legion that I even thought about buying another doll with dark brown cinnamon lines, as they are still available from retailers. I was ready to step on the throat of my principles and actually buy another doll just to have the body, but then Legion got stains from the outfit I made for her, and I was, aware about the stains, and I made a white lining and left it for a week on her, and she was so lovely in it, but she still got stains, and it broke my mind. And I kind of, cooled down about having cinnamon body with Cybershell, because when it stains on a regular body, you just get a paint thinner and clean it out. But when you rub a vinyl with the paint over it with a paint thinner, it can damage the paint, and I definitely don't want that. I decided to have Black Navy Legion instead. As Dennis said, as soon as second Cortex will be released, most probably Cybershell vinyl bodies will be discontinued. So I knew I'm running out of time if I want vinyl Cybershell body, and I really like the idea of having a vinyl Cybershell body because I think it's completely awesome. Cortex is good, and I would love to have it as well. As you could notice, this idea fix, this obsession is the main driving force for my creative ideas about making new bodies for smart dolls. So when this girl was dropped, I got completely surprised. And I was like, Divergence, she was tempting me once again. Should I wait for Black Navy Legion or should I not? This dwelling in indecision and so on. I remember those times when dolls were disappearing in 20 seconds after they were dropped, and it was already nearly 1 hour after the drop, and I was like, I have to decide quickly, but she was still available, and I generally had time to open her pics, open Black Navy Legion pics, like comparing them all. It took about half of an hour or so, and I liked Divergence. I liked her since the moment she was released, and I already have a Legion Smart Doll. So I would prefer another doll, but I don't like our Cyber Black Navy dolls from Smart Dolls, only Legion and Divergence. So I just simply decided to have her instead. And when she finally arrived, I was super happy. And the moment I took her out of her package, I just understood that the decision of having her was completely right. I fell in love with her the moment I saw her in real life, and you just look at this girl. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my god. She's just perfect. Yay. I like seeing them together, and it's not the same face. She's simply adorable. I love her. I love my girls, and I understand now that she was tempting me all of this year for a reason, and I'm really happy that I got my chance to have her. I got my chance to finally have a Cybershell body, and I don't have to worry about the stains. It's completely awesome. The fate of Divergence is quite grim, because she will be pouring her body a lot for Shilin as well until Cortex 2 will be released. I already told that I tried to scan a smart doll body and didn't work at all. So I will have to return to plan A and wait. And also I have the idea of facial prosthetics for Legion. And I will be maybe able to make her cyber marks on her face with it as well. For her to wear Black Navy Cybershell body. But it will be the project for next printing season for me. There are several reasons why I call it printing season, because I wouldn't be able to print during winter. First of all, the smell. When the resin prints, it smells a lot, and during summer I had to open all of the windows around the apartment, and it still stinks. Even the more expensive resins give this very harsh scent, and it's not quite healthy. So to print during winter, I need to make a well-ventilated chamber. Also, I need a chamber because the working temperature for resin is higher than 80 degrees Celsius. So, and it takes a lot of time to print anything, and this temperature should be constantly higher than 80 degrees during all all of the printing process. It's not like I can warm up the resin to feel the watt and that's it. No, I have to do something to make the temperature inside of this chamber constant. My point is to print during winter I need several preparations and it will require some efforts and expenses. So probably I will start print only in next year somewhere around spring. So I basically now gather all the ideas of what to print for the next printing season. Until that, I will be preparing 3D models to print and working on developing metal frame for the shells as well. Because as the experience shows from interaction of this head with the boost I have print connected by elastics, it's not very good idea when it comes to smart dolls. And getting an wall frame isn't easy task as well. And also Divergence will be the most customizable doll because I want to change her eyes. I want to finish her this week. I'm working now. It's nearly the half already done. I'm almost there. I would want her to have another eyes. Everything to make her less like Legend because they two kind of remind me of each other. That's it. That's the whole story. Thanks for listening. Bye.